And welcome, everyone. My name's Athena. I'll be helping lead the first portion of our Sunday service this morning. Thank you for being with us. A little bit about Sanctuary Church for those who may not have joined us before. Sanctuary is a 508c1a faith-based organization. We use psilocybin mushrooms as a sacrament to connect us to divinity. It is our sincere belief that the consumption of psilocybin-containing mushrooms is a communion which brings us closer to what is commonly called God. We understand this concept as pure consciousness, which permeates all being. This pure consciousness is, we believe, the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our faith in sacred mushrooms stems from prehistorical use by our ancestors and personal experiences of our modern members. It is our belief that psilocybin-containing mushrooms are one of the greatest sacraments that nature offers, raising our awareness so that we can access a direct connection to the source of life. We should not be mistaken for a medical or therapeutic organization. We encourage anyone facing trauma, recovery, or mental health issues to work in conjunction with a psychiatrist, psychologist, or accredited therapist. Our objective is to help and support you in reconnecting with the universal source of healing, your own divine spirit. As we get ready to begin today's service, we ask that you mute your mics if they're not muted already. We want to let you know this meeting is being recorded, which if you have any questions about, feel free to reach out privately. A portion of this service, we will invite you to journal. So now's a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. And please do, if possible for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for the service. Today's service portion is around 30 minutes of silent participation on your part, during which time we'll begin with a short meditation. We'll read the poem, which the church has adopted as our acknowledgement of oneness with all that is, titled The Litany of Gratitude. A reading from our rotating text, along with an opportunity to journal your thoughts around the reading. A reading from our main text, the Tao Te Ching. From there, we'll bring the official service to a close. From there, we'll move into an optional discussion period, which we've allowed 90 minutes for until noon Eastern, and do invite you to participate if you feel called. That, welcome and thank you for joining our sanctuary community in celebration. As we begin our statement of faith, we recognize that this statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are a primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to find direction and inspiration in our faith practice. And we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. I'd like to invite Julie to lead us in our meditation this morning.
Good morning. I invite you to join me in a meditation on the observer within, the one that notices sensations, feelings, and perceptions without becoming entangled in them. This witnessing awareness is the still point amidst the fluctuations of experience, and by connecting with it, we can foster a sense of inner peace and clarity. Begin by finding a comfortable seated position and rest your hands on your lap. Close your eyes gently and take a few long and slow, deep breaths to settle into the present moment. With each out breath, feel your body relaxing and settling, connecting to Mother Earth with the sensation of gravity. Notice the silence and the stillness that surround this moment. Bring your attention inward away from the external world. And notice the sensation of your breath as you inhale and exhale. And now shift your awareness to the sensations in your body. Perhaps you feel the contact of your body with the chair or the floor. Notice any areas of tension or relaxation. Let your attention roam through your body without trying to change anything. And as you continue to breathe, allow any emotions that may be present to come into your awareness. Welcome them without judgment, acknowledging their existence. Perhaps there is sadness, or joy, or anxiety, or simply a neutral feeling. Allow your attention to soak into the feeling for a few moments. Allowing it to just be there without thinking about it or judging it. And now, become aware of your thinking mind. Try to notice the very moment when the next thought arises and when it ends. And as you do this, notice the quiet moment before the next thought begins. You are the observer of the thinking mind. You are the quiet surrounding the thinking mind. And now gently shift your attention to the awareness that is witnessing these sensations, feelings, and thoughts. Your awareness is not your feelings. It is that which is aware of your feelings. Your witnessing awareness is not your thinking. It is that which is watching your thinking. Soak your attention into this pure awareness for a moment. It is still, unchanging, and unaffected by the ebb and flow of feelings and thoughts. Slowly bring your attention back to your breath. Feel the sensation of each inhale and exhale. And gently, when you're ready, open your eyes, bringing the awareness of witnessing with you into the external world. And as you go about your day, Remember that you can tap into this awareness at any moment as a center of respite, relief, and peace. Namaste.
Thank you, Julie. I'd like to now bring our awareness to those that are working with our sacrament today, every day, near and far, those that are cultivating our sacrament, and send them love and gratitude in their practice. And as we move into our litany of gratitude, I invite you to unmute your mics and join me when I say, "We live in all things live in us." We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars. We live in all things live in us. We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air. We live
in all things.
all
All
things
things live in us.
We call to each other, we listen to each other, our hearts deepen with love and compassion.
We live in all things.
All
Things live in us.
We depend on the trees and animals. We depend on the earth. Our minds open with wisdom and insight. We live in all things.
All things live in us.
We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying. We live in all things.
All things live in us.
We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions. Thank you, everyone. If you would, please resume your mute. We'll begin moving into our first reading with the help of Eric.
This reading was chosen with Veterans Day in mind. It's from Haile Selassie, former and final Emperor of Ethiopia, the speech to the United Nations on the subject of peace, something that I think we all, in our speech, commit to, and we would all, self included, do so much better to commit to peace in our actions as well. The preservation of peace and the guarantee of humanity's basic freedoms and rights require courage and eternal vigilance. Courage to speak and act if necessary, to die for truth and justice. These lessons must be learned anew by each succeeding generation, and that generation is fortunate indeed that learns from other than its own bitter experience. Peace is not an is, it is always a becoming. Conflicts between nations will continue to arise. The real issue is whether they are resolved by force or by resort to peaceful methods and procedures. Only then will we have the opportunity to bring humanity closer to freedom, true equality, and a love of peace. Despite our various backgrounds, we can work together towards this goal, this desired goal of peace. But let it be known that until the philosophy that holds one people superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned, that until there are no longer first-class or second-class citizens of any nation, that until the color of a human being's skin is of no more significance than the color of their eyes, that until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regard to race, that until that day, the dream of lasting peace, world citizenship, and the rule of international morality will remain but a fleeting illusion to be pursued but never attained. Until bigotry, prejudice, and malicious and inhumane self-interest have been replaced by understanding, tolerance, and goodwill, until all humans stand and speak as free beings, equal in the eyes of each other as they are in the eyes of heaven, until that day, this world will not know peace. Those of us who love peace will fight if necessary, and we will win as we are confident in the victory of good over evil. There is no peace without cooperation. Let us cooperate towards peace, knowing that throughout history it has been the inaction of those who could have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, the silence of the voice of justice when it mattered most, that has made it possible for evil to triumph.
Thank you, Eric. Now take a moment to reflect on this reading. And we have a journal prompt for you. In what ways are you working towards bringing peace to our planet? We'll come back together here shortly. I'd like to begin finishing up your thoughts. We'll start moving into our next reading. The paradoxical nature of life and its mysteries are best experienced through the ineffable space we find in our communion with the mushroom. For more than 2,000 years, the Tao Te Ching has provided guidance and instruction for exploring the paradox of existence. It is for this reason that we employ the Tao Te Ching as our primary sacred text and invite all to study it further as you delve deeper into the mystery of life. And I invite Imol to help us with our next reading.
Tao Te Ching, chapter 51. Tao gives them life, virtue nurses them, matter shapes them, environment perfects them. Therefore, all things without exception worship the Tao and do homage to virtue. They have not been commanded to worship the Tao and do homage to virtue, but they always do so spontaneously. The Tao it is Tao that gives them life. It is virtue that nurses them, grows them, fosters them, shelters them, confronts them, nourishes them, and covers them under her wings. But give life, but to claim nothing, to do your work, but to set no store by it, to be a leader, not a butcher. This is called hidden virtue.
Thank you, Emil. We'll begin closing out our service this morning with announcements. Amy?
Good morning, everybody. Our virtual circles and workshops are open to non-members and members. Non-members suggested $5 donation and no cost to official members. This week's virtual offerings include this evening at 6:30 Eastern, Veterans Healing with Psilocybin with Jeff. Tuesday at 6:30 Eastern, Internal Family Systems with Debbie. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, Integration Circle with Christine and Julie. Thursday at 7:30 Eastern, Psilocybin and Sobriety with Christina and Honor. Saturday at 10:30 Eastern, Book Club with Susan, Russell, or Jason. So we got something just about every day of the week. This is nice. Please register and find Zoom links in our events calendar on Psanctuary.org. And this Wednesday, Eric will be leading our in-person community circle at Clifton University Unitarian in Louisville, Kentucky. This circle is donation-based and open to all members of our community. Membership is not required. This event is offered at no suggested cost for official Sanctuary members and is $10 suggested for non-members. Please visit our events calendar on our website to register. And applications for our January through March cohorts of our new and improved Subtle Sacrament, Cultivation, Myself, and Friends and Family Minister programs are open. Becoming an ordained minister gives our members the fundamental education, greater protection, and continuous support to administer sacred mushrooms to ourselves and friends and family who are also official members. If you will have been a member for 4 weeks by the program start dates, you can submit your application until Christmas Eve. We are so honored and grateful to now have over 150 ordained ministers within our community, and we're only just getting started. You can find links to apply at sanctuary.org or in our member portal, in your member portal. Next Sunday, we're looking forward to an updated Sunday service format. We hope you will tune in to join us in celebration of intentional growth, learning, and improvement in our community. And that is all.
Awesome. Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome.
Membership with Stephen.
Good morning, everyone. We have 11 members this week to announce, representing 7 different states. We have Jake from Wisconsin, Randy from Florida, Julie from Kentucky, Anwar from Illinois, Raymond from Indiana, Kevin from Pennsylvania, Michael from Illinois, Evangeline from New York, Tammy from Kentucky, Caitlin from Kentucky, and Amy from Pennsylvania. So welcome, everyone.
Yes, welcome. If you are curious about what membership looks like and our 5-step membership onboarding process, you can visit our website, psanctuary.org. All right. We've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with a collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us. As we further our conversation, please remember all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. Much love to everyone today.